Hey y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, like I said, my name is Julie, and I really appreciate you deciding to click on my video. If you are a returning viewer, then I really appreciate you deciding to click on another one of my videos. It has been a while since my last video. I think it was posted like 5 or 6 months ago. It was a mid-year WIP parade, so yeah, around 5 or 6 months ago. And I never plan on going that long without posting. But I feel like I've said that in every video for the past 2 years, so it is what it is. But I've been thinking about it because, so when I started Flosstube in 2020, I was posting weekly updates, and then I think it went to bi-weekly, and then once I moved out, like once I moved away for college, my videos just kind of got completely random and spread out. And it's been that way ever since. For the past like 2 years, I've just kind of randomly posted when I've found the time, because I haven't made making floss tubes as much of a priority as I used to. And I mean, that's just because I'm busy. Like, I have school and work and social life, and so videoing just kind of like doesn't come first. But I have 1 semester left of college. I graduate in May. So I've been thinking about it because after I graduate, I want to make making videos more of a priority. I miss feeling like a part of the Flosstube community. I kind of feel like, I don't know, like I'm not good at commenting back to people who comment on my videos, and also I don't really comment on other Flosstubers videos anymore. I still watch them, but I guess I've just become like a silent viewer. And I don't know, like I want to make it a goal to kind of get back to making weekly or maybe bi-weekly updates, so that I can kind of get back into being a part of Flosstube. But that will not come until at least after May. I don't know where I will be or what I will be doing after graduation, but wherever it is, once I get into a routine, I want to make this a priority. I know that it won't be until after May, because I know that this last semester is actually going to be probably my busiest and most stressful, because I'm doing student teaching and I have classes on top of that. So yeah, there might be like 1 or 2 floss tubes before May, hopefully. But it's definitely not something that's going to be a priority until after. So yeah. So today's video is going to be a WIP parade, a end of the year WIP parade. Yesterday I went through and watched a bunch of my old videos to kind of make a list. So I have them sorted by the year they were started. So 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 starts. And then I have all of my WIPs in a Trader Joe's bag, because I'm on winter break right now, but I'm at college because, like, I'm in my college apartment because I'm actually dog sitting this week. I'm dog sitting at the house, and there's cats too. But I came back here really quick just to film this video. So yeah, anyways, so I have all my projects in this Trader Joe's bag, and they should be in order based on what I have written down, so hopefully that goes well. I was also tallying up how many finishes I've had since I started making videos, and 9. I've had 9 finishes since I started cross-stitching in 2020, which I feel like isn't terrible. I feel like I stitch on a lot of big projects, so finishes aren't that often. So I feel like 9 is pretty good for 3 years. I don't know. Maybe you disagree. But anyways, I have 20 WIPs to show today, exactly 20. I don't think these are technically all of the things that I have that are WIPs. I think there's like some projects that are in my basement at home, like an hour and a half away. But this is what I have with me, 20 WIPs, and I worked on 9 of them in 2023. This year, I worked on 9 out of 20 that I have with me, which I feel like isn't terrible. I don't know, almost half, but yeah. So I guess just get right into it. I don't have, oh, I'll show the one finish that I had first. So I had one finish in 2023, and it is a Country Cottage Needlework Sampler of the Month. It is the March one, so here it is. So cute. I started these in 2021, and I only have 3 done, so January and February, and now March. This was a start and finish this year. I did not work on any in 2022. So at that pace, it would take me 12 years to finish all of them, because that's like 1 a year. So hopefully that's not the case, and I really pull these back out and do more than 1 per year, so it doesn't take that long. But anyways, I think this is so cute. I do want to have them all finished so that I can like display them throughout the year, but I don't know, I just haven't made it a priority. This is on 32 count, beautiful beige, it's the called for. So yeah, they're all on that called for fabric. Okay, so that was my one finish for 2023. So we can get into the WIPs now. So the first category is 2020 starts, which has the most, I think, yeah. So the first one is a Stitchrovia pattern from Etsy. I'll put up, actually this one has the paper, but I'll show the finished design and then where it was at the beginning of the year and where it is now. So here's this pattern. Super cute. Yeah, this is my oldest WIP, and there's no reason that it's not finished. There's absolutely no reason why it should be almost 4 years old, but oh well, it is. So, and sorry, I will be putting things back in their bags so that I don't have a huge mess after. Here it was at the beginning of 2023. I did not work on this a bunch. It does have a little bit of progress, so I'll try to like hold them up so you can see them side by side. Oh, let me get the thread out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, not much. I did this bottom butterfly in the start of the next one. So yeah, I do really like it. This is so pretty, actually. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't pulled it out. I feel like I'm going to say that for a lot of the projects. I mean, I do know why. It's because I haven't had time, but, and I also have been like focusing on a lot of my full coverage projects, but I really do want to finish this. Like, I could add it to my little wall art over here. Because I really don't have like that many finished pieces that I have for decoration. Like, I have, like I said, so I've finished 9 things since I started cross stitching, 3 of which are these sampler of the month patterns, which I don't plan on finishing until I have them all done, like fully finishing them, until I have all of them done. And then the other 6, 2 were gifts that I don't own anymore. 2 I have in my room at home, so that leaves 2 more. Pandemic I have in a drawer at home that I never framed. And what's the other one? Oh, the other one is also in my room at home. So I have 3 that are currently used as decoration at home, but I don't have any with me at college. Like, I have 0 cross stitch hanging on the wall, which is kind of sad. So this is definitely something that I should focus on and get up on the wall. so that I can actually display the work that I do. I do need to get Pandemic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I finished that one in 2021 and I just haven't framed it, so yeah. Okay, number 2 is a Heaven and Earth. This is Mountain Cabin by Dominic Davison. It's the mini version, and this is what it looks like when it is finished. I started this in May of 2020, and it's on 18 count. And here it was at the beginning of 2023. I actually just recently pulled this out, and got a good amount on it. So I don't think I'll be able to show these side by side, but here's this one last time, and here it is now. So as you can see, I decided to go ahead and stitch the entire border. I don't really know why I decided to do that. I've done so many different methods of stitching on this piece, just to keep myself interested. And that's what I decided to do. Last time that I picked it up, I was like, let me just do the whole border. And then I can like work on filling it in. So yeah, there we go. I calculated because I want to get this done in 2024. And it actually is very possible. So I only need to do 72 stitches a day to finish it by the end of the year. Which I don't actually plan on pulling it out and doing 72 stitches a day. But if I do work on it a good amount, like when I sit down and have like 2 or 3 hours of stitching, I usually get like 300 to 400 stitches in. So if I do that like a good amount of times in 2024, I definitely think it will be a finish. And that's what I'm working on. Like that's my goal. About halfway through 2024, I'm gonna see where we're at and recalculate how many stitches a day I would need to finish, and actually I might do like however many it is every day, because I like really want this to be finished. Like I don't want to bring this into 2025 as a WIP. Yeah, it's already over 3 years old, and I just want it to be done. Like I have never finished a full coverage pattern before, and so I really just want to finish this one. It's at 62%, but yeah, like I said, it's very doable to finish. I just need to actually work on it. I will say, I do wish that I had done this on smaller fabric. This will probably be my last 18 count project for a while. I like smaller count fabric now, but I mean this was like probably the 4th cross stitch piece that I ever started, so it was a big undertaking for it being my 4th ever cross stitch piece. So I think 18 count was definitely a good choice at the time, and obviously I'm gonna finish it out. But yeah, if I was gonna like restart it now, I would do it on 28 count. But anyways, I think the pattern looks really good, or like the piece. I think like all the details look really nice, except the sky. The purple in the sky has been bothering me to look at. It just looks very splotchy, and I feel like even when you get like far away, that part just still looks splotchy. I don't know. So I don't love that, but yeah, I guess looking back, I would have done the regular version, not the mini, but again, it was my 4th ever project, and I was like, I don't want to start something that big when I've never even done a full coverage. So I don't know, I'm not like too mad about it. I just think that the purple looks a little bit weird in the sky. Okay, the next one is actually one that I said in 2022 end of the year WIP parade that I was going to not work on anymore. Like, I was gonna abandon it, make it a UFO, but I still have it in my WIP pile, and I did not work on it. So I have not touched this since probably 2021, maybe even 2020. But it's a dimensions kit. It is Quiet Night. Looks like this. It's such a pretty pattern, and like, I would really like to have it finished, but there's no progress picture because I haven't worked on it at all. But so this is where I have it. The reason that I didn't want to keep working on this is because there are so many dark blue stitches on this dark blue fabric. I mean, I guess like that mountain, the first mountain is like the darkest, and then it gets like to lighter blues, but I just don't want to do that much blue stitching on blue fabric. It, like, I don't know, it bugs me. So I decided that I was just going to not stitch the background and have the fabric just be the sky. But I haven't worked on it at all. So I don't know. I'm not abandoning it yet, even though I've probably said multiple times that I was going to, because I feel like I can finish it. Like, I don't know. I don't have like a good reason not to. Like, I figured out I'm not going to stitch the blue background, so it should be fine. It should be fine. I just need to get it back out. And yeah, I don't have like a start date or anything listed for that one, but it was 2020. Okay, number 4 is Dreaming of Mums by Rosewood Manor. Again, started in 2020. Here is the pattern. It's absolutely so gorgeous. I think, I don't know. I just love it. Pink is my favorite color, so I especially love this one, but I do want to do like the other ones that Rosewood Manor has. I think there's like a sunflower one and maybe a couple others, but such pretty patterns. I did not work on this at all this year, so there's no progress picture. But here's where it's at. It's so pretty. Every time I pull this out, it's all I want to work on. I'm pretty sure what happens is like every year I get it out for a WIP parade, put a couple stitches in, and then it goes back away. But I do really, really love this. I don't know. It is charted in Weeks Dye Works, but I converted to DMC because at the time, I probably still would do that, but at the time I really could not afford like fancy flosses. I was just only using DMC for everything, which is still pretty much the case. I think there's like 2 projects I have that are using fancy floss, but anyways, so these are DMC conversions, so it's not exactly, it doesn't look exactly like, I can't hold it up well, but it doesn't look exactly like the picture because it doesn't have that like variegation in the threads, but I still think it's really nice. So, and I have my Treat People with Kindness needle minder on this one. I wish that I like had time to like make goals for each project. Like, I wish I could be like, I'm gonna give this one at least 3 days of stitching, which I guess I could, but it probably would be very unlikely that I would actually be able to do all of the goals that I set. Can't get this back in. Okay, there we go. So maybe one day I'll be able to actually set goals, but right now I kind of just stitch when I get the chance. Like, it's not something that I necessarily have time to do most days. A lot of the stitching that I did do this year is during like breaks, like spring break, summer, Thanksgiving break, now winter break, is when I get a lot of the stitching done, because when I'm in school and working and trying to maintain a social life and that kind of thing, yeah, I just don't necessarily get a lot of time for stitching, so it would be hard to like set goals right now, but hopefully one day I'll be able to do that, because I think it would be satisfying to set the goals and then do them. But anyways, number 5 is Another Heaven and Earth, and this is actually a restart this year. So I started it in 2020. It's Believe by Sue Miller, and I started it on 18 count, so I'll show you my start, my first original start. So here it is. Not even a full page on this, and I decided to restart it. I decided to restart it actually, I think at the end of 2021, I think is when I first said that I was thinking about restarting it, and I finally did 2 nights ago. So 2 years later, finally restarted it. And the reason that I did that is because this is on, like I said, 18 count, and it's also white, and there's a lot of white stitching on this piece that I just didn't feel like I wanted to do so much white on white stitching. So that's why I wanted to restart it, because I also don't, like I said, want to work on 18 count really much anymore. So the new start is on 28 count. It's an even weave that I got at Michael's, and here's just my tiny little restart. So I've done 2 10 by 20 rectangles. I'm doing the royal rows method on this. So yeah, just a little baby start. I think probably has a little bit over 400, a little bit over 400. So not bad for 2 nights. I think I restarted it 2 nights ago and worked on it a little bit last night, and have 400 stitches done. Okay, number 6 is Let Us Rejoice by Country Cottage Needleworks. It looks like this. It says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." I really love the little house on here and the flowers. So I started this in 2020. I did not work on it this year, so there's no progress picture. But here is what I have. This is on 14 count, so it's pretty big. But yeah. I think the white house will really pop on this blue fabric, so I think it will look really nice. Okay. Number 7 is Summertime by Stitchrovia, and here is what it will look like when it's finished. I actually did work on this one this year, and I do have the exact start date. I started it on July 25th, 2020, which I don't have a lot of the exact start dates because I don't really write them down, but for some reason I do have that one. So July 25th, 2020. Here's what it looked like at the beginning of 2023. And here it is now. So definitely a good amount of progress on this one, actually. So I finished this summertime box and then started the 3 down here. So I actually feel like that's pretty good. This is also on 18 count. Pretty much everything I started in 2020 is on 18 count or lower. There's like some 14, but what was I gonna say? Oh, like I said, a lot of the stitching time that I did get this year was during like breaks, so I definitely worked on this one during summer break, and I feel like I got a good amount done. So I really like working on this type of project where it's just a lot of block colors. You don't have to like think too much about what you're doing. So love that. Okay, number 8 is, so I currently have it in my WIP pile, but I do want to restart this one on a different fabric. So this is Autumn Sampler by Sandy Orton from Cooler Classic Charts. I love this one. I think it's so cute. I originally started this because when I started it, so when I started this pattern, I was in school to be an elementary school teacher, and I was like, this would be such a cute little thing to hang up in an elementary school classroom. Then I switched majors, and now I'm in secondary, so either middle or high school, which this could still work in any classroom. Like, I'm not saying it can only be in elementary school, but now I don't necessarily want to go right into teaching. I don't think that, I'm not saying never, like eventually I think I will, but I don't want to do it immediately after college. So I feel like I've had less and less motivation to work on this one, but I do still really love it. I mean, I would put it in my house, but I feel like because of the original idea of where I wanted it fell through, that I kind of lost motivation. But I want to restart it because it is on, I think this is 14 count. I think it is on 14 count. I think I have this sticker. Yeah, 14 count. And that's just too big. Like, I don't need the finished piece to be that big. So here's what I had on it. Very cute. I just don't need it to be on 14 count fabric. So I want to restart it on probably, I don't know, something smaller, maybe like 22. I feel like 28 might be too small. I don't know, we'll see. But I also wasn't using all of the called for colors. I was kind of just choosing colors that looked similar to the called for because at the time I didn't have like a full set of DMC, and so it was just easier for me to like pick colors that looked similar. But I want to do it with the actual colors that it's charted with, and like I said, on a smaller fabric. So yeah, this one will definitely be a restart. Hopefully I will do that in 2024. Okay, the next one is Happy Harvest Scarecrow by Imaginating Designs, and I started this one in September of 2020. So I keep looking down, I have my like list right there. But yeah, I started this one in September of 2020. It's just this cute little scarecrow. So cute. I did not work on this one at all this year, which is just so sad. Like, I hate when I pull out a project and it has 0 progress. But yeah, here it is. I think this is also on 14 count. I don't know why I was doing projects so big. Like, this guy is pretty big. Like, he's already like almost the size of my face. But he's so cute. I love the little owl. And I need to fix the back stitching on the sleeve because it came out some. But anyways, there's really not even that much left to go on this. Like, why did I put that? Let me show you. Mostly because I want to see the side-by-side comparison. Yeah, so literally like the pumpkins and then the harvest sign. And then it would be done. But again, just don't have time to work on everything that I want to work on. Ow. just scraped my finger on my own other fingernail. Okay, that actually really hurt. I scraped all the way down my finger. It's not cut or anything, it's just burning. Okay, number 10 is Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. So, here's what it looks like. Just a very massive Halloween Quaker pattern. Yeah, I started this in 2020 and I did not work on it at all this year, unfortunately, because I do really like this pattern. I'm actually not like a huge Halloween person, but I do really like this pattern, and it might be like my only Halloween piece I ever do, but that's okay. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like since I'm not a big Halloween person, having one finished Halloween piece would satisfy me, and I could hang it up during Halloween and it'd be my one Halloween decoration. Yeah, this did not get any progress, so here it is. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it since I didn't work on it at all. This is also on 14 count, which again, I don't know, it doesn't need to be that massive, but at least since it'll be my only Halloween decoration, it will be very in your face because it will be huge. Yeah, I don't know, I was just scared because again, this is like the first year, less than a year of stitching. I've never had, oh my goodness, words. I hadn't ever worked on linen before at this point, and I was scared to do that. And I think that the 14 count of this fabric was the only one that had the right size. So that's why it's on 14 count. But yeah, that's okay. This fabric is so soft. It's really nice to work on. Okay, I think that is it. Oh wait, there's one more there's one more 2020 start that I didn't have listed. This is actually more of a, there's not really any, what am I trying to say? Like, why are words so hard? So this pattern is specialty stitches. It doesn't really have any cross stitches. I'll try and find a picture to put up right here. I think that this designer doesn't sell these patterns anymore, so hopefully I can find a picture to put up, but that is what it looks like. Did not get any progress this year. Like I said, they're all pretty much specialty stitches. So here's what I have on it. Super pretty. I love the colors of this, and it's fun to work on, but at the same time I feel like I have to concentrate on it a lot more than I do with other projects, because I don't have like all the specialty stitches memorized, so I have to like keep looking back at the instructions and making sure that I'm doing it right, and so it's just not as like relaxing as some of my other ones, but I do want to finish it, so hopefully one day we'll get there. Okay, that was it for 2020. So for 2021, the very first start that I had is the Fox and Rabbit Stitch Along, and this is what it looked like from 2021, and I did not work on this at all this year, but here it is. I love the colors that I've chosen for this. They're not my typical like color choices. I'm more of like a pink, purple, blue, red kind of girly. So these aren't my typical color choices, but I do think it looks so nice on this pattern. The name of this one was Talavera, which if you look up like Talavera tiles, that's kind of where I got the inspiration for these colors, and I think it looks so good. Another one that I really would love to pull back out. This one is I'm using CXC threads for, which I don't love though, so I think that's one of the reasons that I haven't pulled it out as much. But yeah, I do love it, so. Okay. That was number 12 or 13, I don't know. I've lost track, but anyways, the next one is a needlepoint project, and this one is Airing the Winter Quilts by Nancy's Needles. So this is what it will look like when it's finished, and I did not work on this year, so here it is now. Or yeah, here it is. So I've done all 3 of the quilts and started some of the tree and the house. I would love to finish this, but it is definitely not my favorite project to work on. I don't think I'm a huge needlepoint person. I enjoy cross stitching a lot more. But I would like to finish it. I think my mom wants this though, so I should finish it for her since I don't really care for it. And when I started it, she said she wanted it, so I should do it and give it to her. We'll see. I don't even think I actually have... I don't actually know where the materials are for that one, actually. So I'll have to find them. The next one is... okay, yeah. The next one is Hidden Harbor by Andy Russell. This is another Heaven and Earth. This is what it will look like when it is finished. I didn't write down the percentage that I have this at. So this is another thing that I actually restarted. I don't have the original one with me, but I started this originally in July of 2021 on 18 count. It's another one that I was like, I don't want this on 18 count, so I restarted it on 28 count in 2022 is when I restarted it. And I did work on this one this year, so here is where it was at the beginning of the year. And then here it is now. So I did get a good amount on this. I think I had like maybe like here. I don't know. You'll see in the picture, but I think I did get a good amount of progress on this one. I'm also doing this one with the Royal Rose method, which I really like. But yeah, I love how these mountains are popping in. I think I've got the first little house showing up. So yeah, I really like this one, and I'm so glad that I restarted it on the smaller count. And let me look up what percent that is on. Oh, my boyfriend actually got me a new tablet for Pattern Keeper. I had like the cheapest version that you can buy, and it wasn't great. It wouldn't stay charged. It was very slow, and he surprised me. I did not know that he was gonna get this, but I am so happy with it. It's so much bigger than the one that I had, and so it's just like nicer to work on. So Hidden Harbor is at 8.9%. So yeah, there's the glare. There it is on here. 8.9%. Yeah, I really like that one. I definitely, like I think I already mentioned it, but I definitely worked on full coverage projects a lot more than anything else this year. I've been really enjoying doing full coverages, so that probably won't change, although I do want to get progress on my other projects, but definitely going to keep focusing, especially on the mountain cabin full coverage. Okay, that was all of the starts for 2021. I had, I think, 2 finishes in 2021, so which were also starts. So I started 5 things in 2021 and finished 2 of them. So I have 3 left. Okay, for 2022, I had 2 like new year, new starts in 2022. The first was another long dog sampler. It's legal high. This is what it looks like. And I did not work on this one this year, which is so sad. I love this so much. This is what I have done. I think it's so pretty, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I finished Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I think I talked about it at the beginning of this video. But I finished that one in less than a year, and I had so much fun picking the colors for it, and I think that my color choices turned out like really good. For this one, I've struggled a little bit more with choosing colors. I really like what I have so far, but I don't know. I just don't have it all like mapped out in my head like I did for Pandemic, so we'll see. I don't know. I think that's why I haven't pulled it out as much, but I do really love this one. I think it's so pretty. But this is also on 28 count, and it's at 3.9%. Okay, this video is actually taking a little bit longer than I expected it to, but I have 5 left. So the next one was also a new year, new start in 2022, and it's another Heaven and Earth. It is Tiki Beach Sunset by Amy Stewart. Yeah, it's the Story Keep version, so it's like a smaller piece of a larger pattern. And so this is where it was at the beginning of 2023. And okay, so my phone's doing that thing where it says I don't have any more storage, so we're gonna try to do the rest of this very quickly. This is where this one is at now. So I think I finished like filling in that next, like the row of royal rose that I was doing. But yeah, that one is on 28 count, and it's at 3.9%. No, 24.04%. 24%. And I started this one January 2022. I think I already said that, but now I'm confused with what I already said since I had to restart filming. The next one is Christmas Town by Modern Folk Embroidery. I started this February of 2022 and did not work on it at all this year. But here it is. Oh, this is what it will look like. And here it is. So yeah. This is 15%. So not terrible, but I didn't work on it this year, so that's kind of sad. And also I wanted to say, I don't love this color choices, to be honest. When I bought this fabric, I thought it was going to be like a darker gray, and I was just going to do all the stitching in white, which is what I want to do. So I think I'll finish this one how I planned with these color choices, and maybe like give it as a gift or something next year or whenever I finish it. And then buy the darker gray fabric and do it in white how I originally wanted to for myself. So that's kind of my thoughts and plans with that one. Okay, 3 more. So this one is Birthday Cake by Carolyn Manning. And this is what it will look like. And I did not work on this one this year. So here's what I have. It's on 28 count. And I'm using the CXC threads for this as well, just because I was like, I don't know. I have a bunch of them and I don't love working with them, but I might as well use them. So, yeah. Again, this is another one that I would love to like have hung up. So I should work on it. And that one is at 1.82%. Okay, that was it for 2022. So in 2023, I had 3 starts. So the first one was another Country Cottage Needleworks Sampler of the Month pattern, and it is the March one, which, let me try and find the, okay, sorry for the drastic change of quality probably, but I have to film the rest of this on my tablet because my phone is saying that it's out of storage and won't let me film anymore. So hopefully I can find a way to get these videos all together as well. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't look too different. But anyways, I only have 3 projects left to show, so it's not the end of the world. But I think the video cut off where I said that I was looking for the March Country Cottage Needleworks pattern. This is not March. I showed you that I finished March. This new start is the April one. So here is, it's a very, very small picture, but there's April's. It has like little bunnies and chicks and looks Eastery, I guess. Yeah, it has like little eggs and carrots. So very Eastery, springy vibes. Like I said, this is a new start, so just got the little house. I can't tell if the quality on my tablet is worse or better. Like, it almost looks like you can see a lot more detail. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's my little start on the April one. And then, oh, I guess I only have 1 left. Yeah, I only have 1 left. So, the next one is one that I have not shown at all on Flosstube. This is another long dog that I decided to start. It's Saga. I think this one was released this year, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, I want to do that one. So, I started it. And here it is. I think that it looks really nice. I've kind of just like chosen to do all the arches in this brown color and then fill in the little motifs with different colors. So I think it'll look really nice when it's finished. This is on 28 count and it's at 3.7% finished. So yeah, there it is. And that's it. That is all my WIPs and my one finish for the year. Like I said, I'm not going to really make any plans for the new year except for finishing the mountain cabin full coverage. That is my only like real plan that I want to do. For the most part though, it's just going to be working on the projects that I feel like I want to work on when I have the time to do so. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to not talk too long because the video situation is not great. I'm going to figure out a way to add the phone footage with this footage and hope it all works out. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see my progress and hopefully see how I figure out how to post more videos next year, then definitely hit subscribe. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video, whenever that may be. I hope you all have had a very lovely holiday season, and I don't know if I'm filming this on December 31st, New Year's Eve. So hopefully it will go up today so that it's actually like end of 2023. But if not, I hope you have, well, regardless, I hope you have a good new year, a good 2024, and yeah, I will see you in my next one.